Howie, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Canes will kick off first, and here we go. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll go play action with Sayan. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. All kinds of room to the right. At the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Mensah makes the catch. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher fighting off the defender. There's some room. He's at the 30. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Pollard, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
On that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Sayin to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's got it again. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Motion from the wide receiver. Some misdirection with the counter. Maybe some room here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
Right on the money. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hand.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Hurricane. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
That's why, as a defense, you have to game tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, Dave.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down. breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Seeing on the play action. Oh, they're after him. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the right. Shakes off the defender. Could be an alley. The 30, the 20, the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeye! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll run it on the counter. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Find some fresh air. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Throwing, Mensah. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
The Hurricanes will try to convert on 4th down. Release to the back. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Canes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. On to attempt the try.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They're going to ride this running back. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
This guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the second level, he put the Jets on. There were people in the stadium holding their breath thinking he might break it, but this defense up front, they've got to be able to slow him down a little bit.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Jackson. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Finding some room. Ball is loose. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get it, get the first down. I don't know if it was luck or... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. The run to the right. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. They're going to run it to the right. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he tacks on the extra point. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll give it to Brown. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Julian saying to throw. He's going to let it go. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Mensa to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Lofton. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Throws it deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here's Darian Menson to throw. Got it. Touchdown, Miami. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for space. It's West. Oh, he's got some space. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Coming out with it, it's Cotton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on off.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Running behind those pads. He gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throw it, say it. It's caught. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put...
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeye! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cotton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Got enough for the 1st. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Mensah. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, coming out in the 2nd half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And that's a missed opportunity by the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. To the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Throwing, Mensah. And that one's incomplete.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lyle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Here's Mensah to throw. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, we've seen this running back make a lot of big plays catching the football, and they've got a lot of different ways to use him. That time, they're just throwing him more of a traditional running back screen, and I really like how they diversify the pass game with this guy in mind.
It's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls out.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. Pulled down for the tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
That's another example of just really...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Buried before he could blink.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Sayin takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The Canes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's fourth and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple. There's a little room there. Lowers those pads. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, fourth down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Mensah rushes on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And the Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Fletcher. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll set up to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job. And you did it.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mensah. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Buckeye! Took it all the way back to the house.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake, obviously.
All out of space. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pressure coming. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Here's Mensah to throw. Using the quick game. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sayed. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Canes. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
They'll try to run it in. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Holly, what do you have?
Well, guys, these turnovers continue to dictate what's happening in this ballgame. The quarterback has been under duress, and he is starting to show this wear and tear.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, say it. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Say it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Sayin back to the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you get more and more hits in the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Trying to impose their will with the run. There's a crease. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They've got it at the 41. Third is short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. Now they'll run it to the right here. Picks up the first down. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They think there's room to run to the right here. There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more play to pad the stats. Mensah. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Crosses to 40. And that is how we will wrap this one up.